The air was thick with anticipation. Fans from all over had gathered, their hopes high and spirits even higher. The excitement was palpable, a tangible buzz that seemed to electrify the very air around the stadium. The crowd at Attend Stadium was electric. Every seat was filled and the energy was contagious. The fans were ready for a show, ready to see their beloved Cowboys dominate the field. Dallas Cowboys fans, decked out in silver and blue, roared with every snap. They cheered for every yard gained, every tackle made, and every touchdown scored. The stadium was a sea of blue and silver, a testament to the unwavering support of the Cowboys faithful. But the cheers turned to groans. The momentum shifted, and the once jubilant crowd began to feel the weight of disappointment. The game was slipping away, and the fans could feel it. The energy drained from the stadium. What started as a night full of promise was quickly turning into a nightmare. Fans began to leave early, unable to bear the sight of their team faltering. The Cowboys on their home turf suffered their worst home loss of the season. The players looked defeated, their heads hanging low as the scoreboard displayed a crushing defeat. It was a defeat that left a bitter taste in everyone's mouth. The fans, who had come with such high hopes, were now leaving with heavy hearts and a sense of disbelief. The scoreboard told the story. It was a harsh reminder of the reality that had unfolded on the field. The numbers were stark, and there was no denying the magnitude of the loss. The Cowboys, a team with Super Bowl aspirations, were thoroughly outplayed. The offense sputtered, the defense crumbled. Every aspect of their game seemed to fall apart, leaving fans and analysts alike in shock. It was a performance that had many questioning the direction of the team. The confusion and anger were evident in the stands, and the analysts were already dissecting what went wrong. The pressure mounted on head coach Mike McCarthy. His expression said it all: the weight of the loss, the questions about the team's future, and the expectations of the fans all bore down on him. The road ahead was uncertain, and the team would need to regroup and find a way to bounce back. In the aftermath of the devastating loss, all eyes turned to Jerry Jones. The Cowboys' outspoken owner is known for his passionate and sometimes impulsive reactions. Would he swing the axe? Would McCarthy be the scapegoat? Surprisingly, Jones went in a different direction. He offered a public vote of confidence for his embattled coach. Jones acknowledged the team's struggles. He admitted the performance was unacceptable. But he stopped short of blaming McCarthy. Instead, he expressed his belief in McCarthy's ability to turn things around. This unexpected show of support left many fans and analysts scratching their heads. Mike McCarthy's coaching career has been a tale of two halves. He achieved the pinnacle of success with the Green Bay Packers, culminating in a Super Bowl 45 victory. His offensive schemes were lauded. His leadership was praised. He was considered one of the top coaches in the league. However, McCarthy's tenure in Green Bay eventually soured. Offensive production declined. His relationship with quarterback Aaron Rodgers reportedly fractured. He was eventually fired, leaving a stain on his otherwise impressive resume. His time in Dallas has been similarly uneven. The Cowboys faithful are a passionate bunch. They live and breathe Cowboys football, and they are not shy about expressing their opinions. McCarthy's tenure has been met with a mixed bag of reactions. Some fans appreciate his experience and track record of success. They believe he is the right man to lead the Cowboys back to the promised land. Others, however, are less convinced. They point to his recent struggles and questionable game management decisions. They argue that a fresh start is needed. The loss only amplified these voices. Social media was abuzz with criticism, with many calling for McCarthy's head. Section 5. Righting the ship. An uphill battle for McCarthy. McCarthy finds himself at a crossroads. The pressure is mounting. The weight of expectations is heavy on his shoulders, and the clock is ticking. Every decision he makes is scrutinized, every play dissected. The fans are restless, the media relentless. The doubters are getting louder. Critics are questioning his strategies, his leadership, and even his future with the team. The noise is deafening, but McCarthy knows he must stay focused. To turn the tide, he needs to address the team's glaring weaknesses. The film sessions are grueling, the practice is intense. Every flaw is magnified, every mistake a potential turning point. He knows that to succeed, he must be meticulous in his preparation. The offense, once explosive, has become predictable and stagnant. Opponents have figured out their schemes, and the big plays have dried up. McCarthy needs to inject creativity and unpredictability back into their game plan. He needs to find ways to get his playmakers the ball in space. The talent is there, but the execution has been lacking. He must devise new plays, new formations, and new strategies to exploit the strengths of his key players. The defense, while showing flashes of brilliance, has been prone to costly lapses. One moment they are impenetrable, the next they are giving up big plays. Consistency is the key, and McCarthy knows it. He needs to instill a sense of consistency and discipline. The fundamentals must be drilled into the players' minds until they become second nature. Mistakes must be minimized, and focus must be unwavering. But perhaps most importantly, he needs to rally his team. The morale has been low, the confidence shaken. McCarthy must find a way to reignite the passion and belief within his players. He needs to find a way to inspire confidence and belief. The journey ahead is daunting, but with unity and determination, McCarthy believes they can overcome the odds. The road to redemption is long, but the fight is far from over. Section 6. The clock is ticking. Can McCarthy silence the doubters? The NFL season is a marathon, not a sprint. Each game is a chapter in a long, grueling story that tests the mettle of every coach and player. For some, it's a journey filled with triumphs and milestones. For others, it's a relentless grind that demands resilience and adaptability. But for McCarthy, it feels like a race against time. The pressure is mounting with each passing week, and the weight of expectations is almost palpable. Every moment on the field is scrutinized, every decision questioned. The stakes are incredibly high, and the margin for error is razor thin. Every loss puts him under further scrutiny. The media is relentless and the fans are vocal. They demand results and they demand them now. The spotlight is unforgiving and McCarthy knows that his every move is being watched. The pressure to deliver is immense. Every decision will be dissected. From play calling to player management, nothing escapes the critical eye of analysts and fans alike. The game is as much a mental battle as it is a physical one, and McCarthy must navigate this complex landscape with precision and confidence. He needs to start showing progress. The team needs to see tangible improvements, not just in their performance, but in their cohesion and morale. The players look to him for guidance, and he must rise to the occasion, inspiring them to give their best on and off the field. He needs to start winning games. Victories are the ultimate measure of success in this league, and nothing else will suffice. The fans crave the thrill of victory, and the team needs the confidence that comes with it. Winning is the only way to silence the doubters. The Cowboys have a talented roster. With star players and promising rookies, the potential is undeniable. The team has the skills, the drive, and the ambition to go far. But talent alone isn't enough. It needs to be harnessed and directed towards a common goal. They have the potential to be a Super Bowl contender. The dream is within reach, but it requires a collective effort. Every player, coach, and staff member must be aligned in their pursuit of greatness. The journey to the Super Bowl is arduous, but the reward is worth the struggle. But potential only gets you so far. It must be realized through hard work, dedication, and strategic planning. The team must gel, the plays must be executed flawlessly, and the spirit must be unbreakable. McCarthy's role is pivotal in turning potential into reality. McCarthy needs to find a way to unlock that potential. He must be the catalyst that transforms promise into performance. His strategies, his leadership, and his vision will be the driving forces behind the team's success. The path is challenging, but the destination is clear. He needs to prove that he is the right man for the job. The clock is ticking. Time waits for no one, and the opportunity to make a mark is fleeting. McCarthy must seize the moment, rise to the challenge, and lead the Cowboys to the glory they seek. The clock is ticking, and the world is watching. Section 7, The Jones Factor, a history of impatience and loyalty. Jerry Jones is a complex figure. He is a shrewd businessman. He is a marketing genius. But he is also a die-hard Cowboys fan. He wears his heart on his sleeve, and he wants to win, desperately. Jones has shown both impatience and loyalty throughout his ownership. He has fired coaches after disappointing seasons, but he has also stuck with coaches through tough times. His decision to back McCarthy, at least for now, suggests he believes in his coach. Section 8. The weight of expectations living up to the star. Coaching the Dallas Cowboys is not for the faint of heart. It is one of the most scrutinized positions in all of sports. The expectations are immense. The pressure is relentless. The Cowboys are more than just a football team. They are America's team. Every game is a national event. Every win is magnified. Every loss is dissected ad nauseum. McCarthy knew what he was signing up for. He embraced the challenge. But now, he must deliver. Section 9. The stakes, playoffs, or bust for McCarthy. The NFL is a bottom-line business. Winning is the only thing that matters. And for the Cowboys, anything short of a deep playoff run will be considered a failure. Jerry Jones has assembled a talented roster. He has spared no expense. The expectations are clear. Super Bowl or bust. McCarthy's job security likely depends on it. He needs to guide this team to the playoffs. He needs to prove that he can win when it matters most. The stakes have never been higher. Section 10. The verdict. Is Jones's faith misplaced or strategic? Jerry Jones's decision to back Mike McCarthy has been met with mixed reactions. Some applaud his loyalty. Others question his judgment. Only time will tell if his faith is justified. It is a gamble, no doubt. McCarthy has the experience. He has the track record. But he needs to adapt. He needs to evolve. He needs to prove that he can win in today's NFL. If he can't, Jones's loyalty will quickly turn to frustration. Section 11. The final whistle. Only time will tell. The NFL season is a winding road. There will be twists and turns along the way. The Cowboys' journey is just beginning. Mike McCarthy's fate hangs in the balance. Will he rise to the challenge? Will he silence the doubters? Or will he become another casualty in the cutthroat world of professional football? Only time will tell.